Hey, what's up guys? It's the real BeanJr here. Now, I know for those of you who've been following me on Twitter that I promised to post a video on Friday, which is the day that this is going to be posted. I'm recording it a day before because why not? I'm just too lazy to record it the day of. But anyways, one of the common questions that everybody is going to be asking is, what license should I buy on TubeBuddy? Now, obviously, there are a ton of promotional codes and coupons and discounts and stuff like that off to the left-hand side here, but there is one promo code that is not on the side here, and that is BeanJr Buddy. If you use BeanJr Buddy, you could save 20%, and if you pay yearly, you could save 20 more percent. So basically, you get a 40% discount for that year. And for as long as you have that license for. Also, what's new on the TubeBuddy pricing page is the non-profits. So if you use non-profit buddy, you get to save a little bit of money as well. So I'm going to be talking about all the different licenses here and which one you should get and why. That's all coming up right after this short introduction. Alright, so here is the TubeBuddy.com/pricing just as we had it. And I'm just going to do a quick overview of what all the licenses have here. So we got Pro, Star, and Legend. And of course you've got anything that is comparing with the free version. Now, I just want to tell you right now that the network license is just like the Star license. So if whatever you see here in the list for Star, you're going to get this in a network, basically. Okay, so let's start off with the Pro version. As far as productivity goes, Pro has pretty much all the features with the exception of publish to Facebook, which is limited. So I'm not sure why it is limited. Of course, if you want to know what tool is limited and what's not limited, you can click on the tool's name, go over to access, and you'll see why it is limited. And of course, it is available everywhere else for Star, Legend, and Enterprise and Network users as well. Of course, you do not get the schedule go live and sunset videos, so if you're for that, you want to go up to the next tier, which we'll talk about in a little bit here. As far as bulk processing tools go, you get practically nothing for Pro. So if you are looking to bulk find, replace, bulk copy cards, bulk replace cards, and that sort of stuff, then you may want to consider getting yourself a Star license. Now, as far as the video search engine optimization tools, you get things. You don't get things like search rankings, video A to B tests, and the tag translator. Now, there are tools that are specifically meant for Legend only, and in fact, for whatever reason, the video A to B test seems to be limited. Now, I notice if you go ahead and click on what's limited, it will pop up and it will tell you why that particular tool is limited. So, for instance, video A to B tests, they're limited for Legend because you can have a max of 10 concurrent tests. So I'm not sure why it is limited in that fashion. Maybe Enterprise has a little bit more leniency there, but let's move on to the next category. So the next category we're going to be taking a look at on the TubeBuddy pricing is the promotion tools. Now, in terms of Pro, the only tool that is limited is the Community Connect tool. It is limited because it's only available on your own videos. Now, I haven't covered Community Connect yet. Maybe I will in some future episode of TubeBuddy Mondays. But for now, just know that it is limited to your own videos if you have a Pro license. If you have a higher license, of course, it will not be limited. So that's that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next category. All right, so the last and final category is data and research tools. Now, you get everything up until channel backup. For channel backup, you cannot convert it to CSV, you don't get brand alerts, you don't get the comparator scorecard, and you don't get channel access. So that's pretty unfortunate. So what does the Pro tool set excel at? Well, it's mostly meant for just people who are starting out in productivity. Not for people who don't need bulk tools. This is perfect for those of you who don't need the bulk tools. It does help you out with some video search engine optimization, and it also helps you with some video promotion as well. So for those of you who need that video promotion, of course you can do that in the free version as well. Just keep that in mind when you're looking at the pricing page. As for the data and research tools, you're going to get pretty much everything with the exception of the last 3 tools here. So I think that's pretty awesome of TubeBuddy to provide a substantial amount of tools for a low entry level paid tier. And of course, in TubeBuddy, don't get me wrong, TubeBuddy is pretty powerful on its own as a free browser plugin, but you will start to see that these are limited. So for instance, if I click on a few of these, you'll see why a few of these things are limited. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to what Star can excel at in terms of tool restrictions and stuff. Of course, as you can see on the pricing page, Star does kind of stick out as being the most popular, and it is $10 more. So anyways, and of course, Legend is $20 more. But of course, again, you can reduce the pricing of any of these licenses using the coupon code BeanJr on your first purchase, and then repeat buddy on any future purchases. So for instance, if I purchase a Star license right now, I can get it for $9.50 a month, and if I purchase a Legend license, I can get it for $19.50 a month, because I can get a 50% discount on those since I already have a paying license with TubeBuddy. All right, so as you can see, in terms of the productivity tools, the only tool that you don't get with the Star license is the sunset video. So if you're for scheduling videos to go live, for instance, then Star is for you. You can see that you don't get sunsetting videos, and basically that's useful if you're running a giveaway and you need that video to go private after a certain amount of time. Moving on to the bulk processing tools, you get most of the bulk processing tools, with the exception of bulk publish to Facebook. You don't even get that in Star. However, with Legend, that is limited. And the reason that it is limited in Legend is because you can get a maximum of 100 videos per bulk upload to Facebook. And that is understandable. That is to prevent spamming on Facebook to an extent. All right, moving on to the video SEO tools, or search engine optimization tools. The only 2 tools that you do not get in Star are A/B tests and tag translator. So in Star, you get basically search rankings. That's the only add-on that you get that goes from the Pro to the Star upgrade. So, in the end, you're probably going to want to get Star anyways if you just want to kind of be in the middle of the TubeBuddy pricing tiers. But I would personally prefer Star for anyone who is doing any kind of entry-level stuff. And Pro, you should just get it for a channel you really don't care about. So, anyways, let's move on to the promotion tools. For the promotion tools on the Star level license, you get pretty much everything. So if you're for all kinds of video promotion, then you may want to consider getting the Star license. And last but not least, let's take a look at the research and data tools. Now, the brand alerts, and you may have seen this in one of the many episodes of TubeBuddy Mondays that I did on brand alerts, but for brand alerts, you get at least 1 brand alert in Star, but you cannot go any further. That is why brand alerts are limited. You cannot get comparative scorecard, and you cannot get channel access. All right, so in terms of Legend, which is our last pricing of TubeBuddy, you get pretty much everything going down this list. Now, there are some limitations on some of these tools. So for instance, bulk publish to Facebook, I believe we covered before. You only get 100 videos per bulk session. So again, that's probably to prevent spamming of some sort, which is understandable. You don't want to get shut down on Facebook just for uploading way too much. This particular tool here under the video SEO section, the video A to B tests, again, you can only have 10 concurrent tests. So the reason for this is because more than likely, you don't want to bog down TubeBuddy's servers too much. So anyways, that's that. And the last thing that is limited on TubeBuddy in terms of tools is under the competitor scorecard. You can have a maximum up to 10 competitors. And again, that's probably to prevent server overload and stuff like that. Server, like bogging down the server and stuff like that. So anyways, what's my conclusion? What license should you buy? Well, I mean, there is really no definitive answer here. I would personally start off, okay, and I would follow this principle for anything that you would buy in terms of a subscription. I would start off small. I would start off with the professional license. And if you don't like what's in the pro license, then I would go up to Star. Because Star has pretty much everything that you would possibly want for a small or a medium-sized channel. If you don't like Star, if Star doesn't have enough for you, then you can easily go to Legend. Now, keep in mind that Star and network licensing are pretty much the same thing. So whatever you get in a Star license, you're more than likely to get in a network license. So just think about getting a free Star license if you're in, say, a Purity, for instance. And by the way, speaking of Purity, I'm going to have a referral link down below in the description that you guys can go ahead and click to join the Purity network and claim your free TubeBuddy upgrade through the network. So, anyways, guys, I hope this video helped you guys out. Sorry if I was boring you. More than likely, you probably would have clicked off within the first minute because you were probably not interested. But hey, if you watched all the way to the end, you guys are amazing. So anyways, guys, thank you all very much for watching this video. I hope this helped inform you like what TubeBuddy has on what tiers and stuff. And of course, I mean, just a disclaimer for this particular video, and I should have said this at the very beginning, any of the tools that I talked about on this page or any of the pricing structures may or may not change within the time span of me making this video and uploading it, and maybe like a few weeks or a few months later down the road. TubeBuddy is constantly changing their pricing model, and more than likely, so you guys should really go ahead and check the TubeBuddy.com/pricing to see if there's any new coupons, any new discounts, any new tools, and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, once again, thank you all very much for watching this video, and be sure to keep your eye out for a new episode of TubeBuddy Mondays coming out on Monday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you all then.